This mural is part of the mural initiative that the Huber Home is doing on our memory care floors to help brighten and liven up those neighborhoods. An art therapist is working with residents and family members to come up with the content for the mural. And the content's based around different themes relevant to the residents' and families' lives.
I think that the most important part of this mural is the images that residents brought, really. It is who they are at this moment on the floor, so they can connect with that. And I see some people doing that already.
A mural is a really great way to bring residents together as a community on the neighborhoods. It helps them feel less isolated because they can relate to some of the images within it or the process of making the mural in general. They're working with their neighbors and they're having conversations and they're learning things about each other in ways that if they were working on individual pieces of art, that might not happen.
We were really excited for this mural making project on GP1. The residents have had their families come and visit and engage in painting, and the staff members have had a lot of fun, and that stems from nurses to CNAs to personal aides and companions. It was important for the mural project to involve everybody on the neighborhoods, between the staff, the residents, and the family members, so they could create the content that goes in it, so it was meaningful to them. We didn't just have an artist think of something that might be pretty. All these images and the whole overall piece was developed based on things that were important to the residents and to the family members, things that have meaning, so that they feel more connected to the piece and connected to each other in the process.
This is great because if I say to the residents, for example, what do you see? They can pick up an instrument or a person or the children on the bottom or the piano or the fireworks or the waves of the sea, of the ocean.
Every time I come, I still look. You see, everything has some character to it, you know. Look, dancing. You see the dancing with the yellow? I am a real dancer. Right there, it reminds me of a lot of contests I've been so far, you know.
The mural also included imagery that had pieces of the residents themselves. So there's a gentleman on the floor that's notorious for wearing a fedora. And it was really important to his family and to him that the fedora be a part of the mural itself. And in the art making process, the resident's sister actually came in and was able to paint that piece of the mural while he watched her do it. And during that process, his mood lightened and brightened, and he actually wanted to engage in the art making process himself. And he was able to come and join and paint part of the mural as well and feel special because he was part of that mural through that fedora.
There is a resident who she thinks still that she's on a cruise ship. The whole theme of the mural happened on a cruise ship, so it's not only that she feels that she's in a cruise ship, but there is a cruise ship now that we can refer to. So there is something really that is real for her in this dining room now.
I think the mural not only represents residents and the activities that they enjoyed, but it also represents them culturally. There's many different skin colors and different ages and different backgrounds represented in the mural because that is how we are on the neighborhood. It's a very culturally diverse neighborhood, and that was important to represent on the mural as well. And I think that's a really good representation of the area that we all live in, New York City. The making of this mural not only served as a great way to bring people together during the painting and actual art making process, this mural is going to continue to serve us as a catalyst for future groups. We can use it in music groups and dance groups and other types of therapeutic activities where residents can really be drawn back into that energy, into that movement, and into the content of the mural that they created to begin with.
I think it's very lively looking. That's what I like about it, the motion, the movement, the dancing, the music. You can just feel it. the happy feeling. You can just see it on their faces. They're all smiling.
As I ran a music therapy group, the residents were responding to that mural. They were talking about that. They were telling how wonderful it was. They were connecting themselves with the mural. They could use that to move on into their own memories or into their own creative world, wherever they are at the moment and whatever this brings to them.
This is absolutely fantastic. Beautiful. I want to go in there and play the piano in the picture. I looked at the girl that played the piano, and that came in my heart, you know, because I play myself. I played in Carnegie Hall, I played all over. That's why I wanted to sit inside there and play with that girl. And so we could play together. I think that would be wonderful.
A big part of the mural's imagery involves singing and it involves dancing, very energetic, lively motions or movements. And even though residents might not necessarily be able to get up and dance the way they used to, the energy from the mural invokes that same aliveness that they may have felt by looking at an image and talking about an image and feeling that energy within it. Their mood brightens and they might move a little bit in their chair, or they might break out into song when looking at a mural with that type of imagery.
Makes you laugh. Look at the man.
I would love to work on other murals. I find it very exciting.
When a family member walks in, when a staff member walks in, when a resident walks in, it's probably the first thing that someone notices. It's just re-energizing the floor, and re-energizing the residents, and re-energizing the family, and re-energizing the staff.
For me personally, it was a very interesting experience to see this space changing and residents being in their own abilities and capacities creative in the moment and really participating in something so meaningful for them. It was wonderful also for me to paint myself and to be part of this process too. It felt like I leave something of me here, and maybe this is what the residents do, even if they remember it or not really.
While the mural making process has ended, the end result will continue to be enjoyed by residents and staff and family members for a very long time.